What's up, guys? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from Borgata Hotel, Casino, Spa. This is episode 103 of my vlog. In this episode, we're up here for Super Bowl. We're going to get into some 1-3 no limit hold'em here at the Borgata Poker Room, the world famous Borgata Poker Room. I hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. Do me a favor, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot, it helps me out. And if you're not new here, I appreciate you guys coming back. Support is awesome. Let's get into the episode. Okie dokie, and one of the first hands we get into, I have the King of Hearts, the 10 of clubs. I'm in the small blind. Middle position raises it to 15. I call, the big blind folds, and the under the gun calls, so we are 3 ways to the flop. The flop doesn't really help us. It's 9-9 ace rainbow, and I check, and the under the gun checks and middle position checks to the turn, which is the 4 of hearts. It checks around the middle position again, who bets 30, and it's just too much, and I fold my hand. Next hand, I'm on the button. I have the 9 of clubs, the 10 of spades. I make it $6 to go. The big blind calls and the middle position calls the $6. And we are 3 ways to the flop. The flop is 10 jack 4 with 2 hearts. The big blind and both the middle position check, so I decide to check to the turn. The turn is the 2 of diamonds. The small blind checks and the middle position isn't having it this time. He throws out a bet of $10. I call, and the small blind decides to call, so we're still 3 ways to the river. And the river comes out, the 9 of spades. Again, the small blind decides to want to check, and the middle position thinks for a couple seconds and decides on his sizing. Ultimately, he throws out a bet of $20. I don't hesitate for too long. I have 2 pair. I'm throwing out the $20 there, and the small blind gets out of the way. I flip over my cards, and he shows ace jack, and we are good, and we take down that pot. Okay, after being card dead for quite a little bit of time there, I had the 7 of diamonds, the 7 of hearts. I'm under the gun. I limp in, and then it gets raised to $12 or $13. I call the 12 or 13 along with the button and the small blind. We are 3 ways to the flop now. The flop is 2, 9, 6 with 2 spades. Doesn't really help me. I still do have a decent pair. It checks to the turn. The turn now is the King of Hearts. I am the second act after it checks to me, and I decided to throw out a bet of $13. Well, that's not good enough because the button raises it up to like $35 or $40. I can't remember at this point. And that's just too rich for me after there's one call, and I have to fold my hand and get out of this pot. Okay, so I didn't start recording this hand until after the flop. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough. A little background, yes, I'm in middle position. I have the 9 of hearts, the 10 of hearts, and it limped to me and I raised it up to 13. I got 3 callers, and after the flop, which was very favorable, as you can see, the cutoff to my left and the under the gun to my right both go all in. And obviously I'm not going anywhere, but there's still action, and we'll pick it up from here. So like I said, I was gonna call, which I did, and the dealer's sorting out all the money. I sped it up a little bit for everybody so you didn't have to sit there and watch the boring process of the dealer counting all the money and getting it all straight. So finally he's ready to put out the turn. The turn, I couldn't believe it. It was the Jack of Hearts. The guy next to me says,
how many times have you running this?
Once.
8 times.
Once and 1 3.
4 times?
Once.
Over pit? Over pit?
since there was action, the guy puts the rest of his stack in for $28, and here we go.
Over pit? You go over pit? I got the top pin.
I got it straight.
Oh man, look at this. Look. Oh my God.
Top.
Will you be in this?
For some reason, my audio cut out on the recording, but as you can see, we won the three-way all-in with the up and down straight. I couldn't believe it. A three-way all-in is tough to win, but when you do, they're large pots, and we won the largest one of the night. Okay, in this hand, I have the Queen of Spades, the Jack of Spades. I made it a $6 button straddle. I'm sorry, under the gun straddle. And the middle position calls and the button raises to $12. We're three ways to the flop. Flop is Queen, 8, 10, Rainbow. I throw out a bet of $15. The middle position and the button decide to call. So we're still three ways to the turn, folks. The turn is the Jack of Diamonds. That's right, we got two pair. Top two pair. I decide to check it to see where I'm at. The middle position checks, and the button decides to bet $25. I tank, but obviously I'm not going anywhere. I throw out the $25. The middle position folds, and we're heads up to the river, which is the 2 of hearts. This time, I'm not checking anything. I throw out what I feel is a decent sized bet of $45. And after I count out my chips and the dealer shows them to him, he says, how much is it? He can't tell from, he's all the way at the other side of the table. Spreads them out, says 45, and he says raise. I'm sitting there thinking, oh shit, what does he have? So he only puts a raise in of a total of $100, so $55 more to me. I call, and we flip him over, and he shows us 10 of hearts, 2 of clubs. I'm happy to take this one down with top two pair, and let's keep rolling. Okay, in the final hand of the Borgata, I have Ace of Spades, the King of Diamonds. Gets raised to $12 from the big blind, I believe. So I call the 12, the cutoff calls the 12, and the button raises it to $25. The big blind folds, I call, and the cutoff calls, and we're 3 ways to the flop. The flop is Queen, Ace, 10, Rainbow. We have top pair right now. I throw out a bet of $40 being first to act. And the cutoff isn't having any of that. He throws all his chips in the center. It's about 148 or 58 effective, I think. And after the dealer counts it out, the button tanks for 45 seconds. That's why I sped it up. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I decide to call, and once the dealer counts out all the chips, I've been friendly with the guy to my left who went all in. We've been talking back and forth all night. He doesn't do me a solid though. He shows me the bad news. Ace of heart, Queen of spades, and the run out isn't good for us, and we lose that all in. Luckily it wasn't more, and we end the night. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you did like, and I'll see you in the next episode. And don't forget, it doesn't matter how you're living your life, as long as you're living the felt life.